Robert, lovely to meet you.
To meet you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
So good.
When I hear your name attached to a film, I go one of two extremes. I go Sin City, or I go Spy Kids, and now We Can Be Heroes. What is it for you that attracts you to films about kids, but not just about kids taking control of their own lives and their own destiny?
I think those are the ones that are closest to me, my personality, because I'm from a family of 10 children. I was the third oldest, and all my little brothers and sisters, they were my cast and crew. When I would make movies, they would star in them. And I wanted to make action movies, but I only had little brothers and sisters running around, so I would just put them in it. And I found that that was just gangbusters. I would win any film contest I would send them in because the audience was just so surprised to see these funny little rascals kids doing action, really badass action. So I knew that was a winning formula. So it took me years to figure out Spy Kids. I just needed a hook for it, and Spy Kids
Yeah.
was the hook. And then Shark Boy and Lava Girl was the hook. And now Superheroes is the hook, but it's always the same story that I've been making since I was younger. My first films were like this, using my little siblings, because it was just empowering for them and empowering for an audience and funny to see little kids find their destiny, work through problems, use their inner strength and power. It's a good mythology, but also morality tale. And kids love empowerment in movies when they're that age. They really crave it because they need their mom still to drive them to the store, and they wish they could use their jetpack or just be able to fly or
Yeah.
teleport. They want empowerment, and they support anything that's very empowering. So I love making those films because I love the adult films too, action films. But when you make a film for families, you can use your entire imagination and come up with things that are just really whimsical that you can't put in an adult film, because it make it too childlike. And I love the childlike quality. I have 5 kids of my own. So it's really pays off all the time I spent as a sibling, as a parent, to tell these stories to help better the next generation through storytelling.
There's a line in the film. I think it's Abuelita says it.
Uh,
She says, "Your powers are useless if you don't stay calm and focus."
yes.
Now, it had me thinking about you because how did you stay calm and focus on your career when you started? And like when you started, directors were icons. It was a Tarantino era. How didn't you go off the edge? How did you stay focused on your work?
Oh, I was just always into the work, and I just loved the work. That was always my focus. I worked a lot. You see my output. I mean, but I don't call it work though. I mean, I never worked a day in my life. I had a very good existence. My first film I made by myself, and that set the tone for my whole career. I had so much creative freedom because I knew how to do many jobs. So I would keep the budgets low and tell the stories I want, and I could do anything I want because I kept the budget so low, but the movies look big. So I could make a movie with Latin children like Spy Kids, or have Latino, representation in movies like Desperado. I could do anything that I wanted. That freedom allowed me to feel like I was never working. I still never worked a day in my life. Making heroes, you think that's work? That was so play. So I would play all the time. So how can you not stay focused on your play? It's when you feel like you're working that you get derailed, because then you want to get away from your work and then you probably get in trouble. But I'd never work. I was always playing. So I was always happy.
Finally, last question. 100 years, you're not going to tell me a lot about it. What's made you want to make a film that you're not even going to see released?
I know, and it's my best work too. That's the sad part. You're gonna have to wait 100 years to see it. I was so sad they locked it away. It's like, I want people to see this. They gave me the tickets to the premiere for my ancestors. I mean, for
People
my
coming, descendants.
yeah, my descendants to be able to go see. And I thought, I hope I can clone myself so I can go see it. And they're going to show it in 100 years. What,
Well, look,
98 years now,
yeah,
counting.
we won't be there to see it, but we're here to see the rest of your stuff. So lovely to meet you. Could talk to you forever. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Robert.
much. Appreciate it.